What is going on, everybody? AHS Rules, back again with another video. And we're here for my AEW Dynasty 2024 predictions. It is going to be a loaded and fun weekend because not only do we have Dynasty, this taking place this Sunday, we have a 2-hour episode of Collision, followed by an hour episode of Rampage, and more importantly, for me, is the NBA playoffs. I already made an NBA playoffs predictions video. I'll put it in the comments or description down below. Maybe both. Maybe neither. Just check it out in my video section. But, talking about Dynasty, I will say this before I get into the predictions. Going back, Revolution predictions, March 3rd, because I looked it up. It was about a month and a half ago. I said, I think I will enjoy AEW a lot more, and I think AEW will be a little bit better after Revolution because they had a clear image that they had been building up for months on what they wanted the Revolution card, because a great majority of it was announced well in advance, and just kept feeling like they were doing the same thing over and over again. I mean, like, after Revolution, I think it's going to be a new era, a new AEW, and even they were saying that. We got the new stage design, we got the new signings, and the feeling for myself, at least, has not changed a lot. I will say, having Will Ospreay matches almost every other week and being great matches, can't complain about it. That's probably the highlight of AEW right now, but there's a lot of tomfoolery and confusion and unnecessary crap going on in AEW. And even like the big thing that's been the subject of AEW, I'm not even talking about that. Talk about stuff that is actually happening on a week-to-week basis. And there's two storylines, and I guess you could say characters / groups that you can put two and two together that I'm feeling about that with. So hopefully on the road to Double or Nothing, I'll feel a little bit different. But I always followed that last statement up with saying AEW always puts on a great pay-per-view. That is like, Revolution was a great pay-per-view, nothing to complain about. Dynasty, as of right now, going into it, I don't think there's going to be anything to complain about when it is all said and done. But it is just like, getting to it is a headache and a little bit irritating, I think is the best word to describe it. But, y'all don't care. Y'all want my predictions. As of right now, there are 12 matches. If anything changes or is added, I'll comment my thoughts on it down in the comments down below if it matters that much. But, talking about the 0 hour, 3 matches. First one, Trent Barretta versus Matt Sydal. I'm going to go with Trent. I saw an interesting tweet. There was an AEW stats page. I think the actual @ is AEW metrics, but I'm not 100% sure. I believe it said Matt Sydal does not have an AEW win this year, so there's enough evidence for that. Next, Katsuyori Shibata and Orange Cassidy versus Shane Taylor and Lee Moriarty. I'm glad to see Shane Taylor Promotions on AEW program a lot and actually winning matches, but don't see him winning against Orange Cassidy and Shibata. And then the 0 hour main event, might not be the main event, the biggest match on the 0 hour, a winner-take-all trios match. The AEW Trios Champions, the Acclaimed and Billy Gunn versus the Ring of Honor 6-man Tag Team Champions, Bullet Club Gold. I'm going with the Bullet Club Gold. And I've said it for months and months. I just wish Jay White was in WWE. I said it outright that time. That don't matter. Get into this actual pay-per-view card. The first match to talk about, Adam Copeland, Mark Briscoe, and Eddie Kingston versus the House of Black. Now, I will say this. I like referencing other things, but I will say this. I made my fantasy booking video for Dynasty. I will admit, I liked the whole card except for the main. I said Samoa Joe and Wardlow for the main event, and then AEW did it the next week and made me kind of look like a jackass, but that is what it is. But I was saying, if you look at the poster for the event, it had all of the champions on it, and it's a great poster, and I thought it would be a great idea that, like, hey, every AEW title's on the line on this event. And then I came to the realization that, oh my god, that is almost true, except the TNT title's not on the line. Adam Copeland's not defending it, because he's in this 6-man tag. I'm going with the actual trio here to win. I'm going with the House of Black. Next, FTW title, FTW rules match, Hook versus Chris Jericho. I'm going with Hook. And this is not a prediction, this is a want. make it like a 2-second match. That's not really possible, but just have Hook beat the crap out of Chris Jericho. How about we do that? I think we'd be a lot of satisfied. Next, for the Continental title, Kazuchika Okada versus the Bastard Pac. I would never say Pac. I'll always say Pac. I am still a little bit upset that they kind of scrapped the Triple Crown concept for the Continental Crown, but I understand why. They probably didn't want to put the ROH and New Japan titles on Okada, and that they wanted to give Okada a championship. This reign has really just begun, so that's why I'm going to predict Okada to win. And then next, I think there's one match on the show that's definitely 100% going to be match of the night, but if that match did not take place, this probably would be match of the night. International title match, Roderick Strong versus Kyle O'Reilly. Longtime friends, longtime rivals. Great matches they had in PWG. Like I just said with Okada, I feel like Roddy's title reign is just beginning, so I'm going to predict Roddy to win, but I would not be upset with O'Reilly winning. I'd want him to win, to be honest, because I think I have said several times, like, I feel like Roddy's going to have a great title reign, and I kept comparing it to his TV title reigns in Ring of Honor, and it's kind of the opposite of that, where now he's not willing to defend it every week, and against all these challengers, he's making them earn it, which is understandable, because if you look at the TNT title and how I'm suggesting the international title reign should have been, you're getting that with the TNT title with the Cope Open every once in a while, so I'll take the L on that, I guess. Next, for the TBS Championship, the winner facing Mercedes Moné at Double or Nothing. Julia Hart versus Willow Nightingale. I feel this is the hardest match of the night to predict because both women have some type of beef or I can see either one of these competitors facing Mercedes Moné at Double or Nothing. I think I'm going to go with Julia Hart because I would be very, very, very surprised if Moné does not win at Double or Nothing, and I don't think they would want to give Willow like 1 month title reign, so I'm going to go with Julia Hart. Next, for the women's title, a matchup I've been asking for almost a year plus because I thought that it logically made sense to take place. For the women's championship, Toni Storm versus Thunder Rosa. Thunder Rosa was scheduled to face Toni Storm All Out 2022, then got injured, technically never lost the championship, had to vacate it, and now we're finally getting this matchup, even though this match has taken place before, but you get the point I was making there. I'm going to go with Toni Storm to win. And I do laugh because Storm, Thunder, and then they were Thunderstorm that one time. And I was trying to think of a weather pun, but I couldn't. Next. Now, for the tag team titles in a ladder match, the Young Bucks versus FTR 4. Might even be 5. I'm fairly certain that it is 4. I have been on record several times saying I don't think I've seen a bad triple threat match. I don't think I've ever seen a bad ladder match. There's one that comes to mind that was a triple threat ladder match, and the only hint I'll give you is that it took place in 2019 at Madison Square Garden. But I am very irritated with this match. Mainly, I just wanted to see new tag teams come and become champions, and that's not going to happen now. We've seen this match 4 times. We've seen it last year. And that matchup, I just don't feel was that very memorable. This one, I think it's going to be a good match because it's a ladder match. But it's just like, also, I'll say it, I just don't care for the Young Bucks right now. When I see them on my screen, I roll my eyes. I've appreciated what they've done for wrestling and tag team wrestling in general. But it's just like, the dynamic of the Young Bucks on screen, off screen, I just don't fucking care for. And you can tell I'm serious with it because I dropped an F-bomb because that's how frustrated I am with it. And I'd rather see other teams involved. And I'll go ahead and do this. I'm breaking the fourth wall. I don't like to talk about rumors and whatnot. This has been a rumor for like a month now. Motor City Machine Guns, my favorite tag team going right now, are probably going to end up in AEW. I would not be surprised if they debut after this match. They come out, Young Bucks win, and oh my god, it's Motor City Machine Guns. They're all elite, etc., etc. Oh, we're going to have a match of Double or Nothing. And guess what? They're going to lose. That's what I'm gearing myself towards that frustration already, and again, like I just said, I don't care that much for the Young Bucks right now. I really don't. I'm going to predict them to win because I said that. I'll at least give credit because I also went on a rant. It wasn't even really a rant. I was just like hoping when I was talking about my Revolution predictions, and I'm like, please don't let the Young Bucks beat Sting in his last match, please. And that happened, but then we're like, yeah, we still getting the tag titles regardless. I also didn't think they should have been in the tournament because, again, they just had a tag team title match that they lost. They lost. Guess what? FTR was in a tag team match at Revolution and lost. What the? Y'all don't care. What y'all do care about? Biggest match. This is the match that'll be match of the night. Bryan Danielson, Will Ospreay. I give this compliment to very few guys, but these are two of the top names on that list. Two guys that cannot have a bad match. You put them in the ring with anybody, they cannot have a bad match. I'm glad that they're like, went right out of their way and were like, yeah, y'all want this match, we're going to do this match. They should do that more often. That being said, Bryan Danielson, anytime I predict him to win, he loses. He just loses in general all the time, and that does hurt a little bit, but making the smart pick, and I'm picking Will Ospreay. That leads us to our last matchup for the AEW World title. Samoa Joe defending against Swerve Strickland. I would be shocked, absolutely shocked, if Swerve Strickland does not win. I'm predicting him to win. I have a Swerve Strickland shirt that I've yet to wear. I'll give Joe credit and kudos for having a great title reign. I'm not going to say that I've been upset with, because essentially they've been building for this for 2 to 3 months now, because Swerve just challenged for the world title last month. Obviously, he wasn't pinned or submitted in the match, but still, I felt they continued to build this and whatnot, but he's going to deserve the moment. It's going to be a big moment to celebrate. I don't really have anything to complain about. This is a bold prediction. I've seen several people suggest it, and I definitely see the vision in it. They're probably going to do Swerve and Ospreay at All In, and Ospreay is going to win the world title. I can fairly much see that happening, because that would give Swerve a lengthy title reign. Ospreay's your top star in the company right now. Give him the championship in his hometown. Crown him in front of his hometown. I was trying to make it rhyme. It didn't really rhyme. But that's a long time from now. We have at least 2 AEW pay-per-views. Because you got Double or Nothing. I'm pretty certain Forbidden Doors before All In. If there's another one, I don't know. I know they released the rest of the pay-per-view schedule for the rest of the year. But I was asleep when I saw it, and I don't remember it very much. But I do remember, like I said, NBA playoffs this weekend. You got a 3-hour AEW block on Saturday, 2 hours of Collision, 1 hour Rampage. That'll be playing on my computer screen. The playoffs are going to be on the TV. Same thing Sunday night. Dynasty, I'm going to pay attention to it, but Dynasty will be on the computer screen. Playoffs will be on the TV. Very fun weekend. Hopefully we can enjoy it. Hopefully you stay safe. Hopefully you like and subscribe. Comment your thoughts on everything down below. Did I have fair takes? If you disagree, because, I will give y'all credit, the people that watch my videos. I don't very much get negative feedback towards anything. I appreciate that. There's a lot of negativity in the world. But if y'all disagree with me with something, please let me know. If y'all think I'm in the wrong with something, please let me know. If not, comment your thoughts on everything down below. Anyways, I'll more than likely respond to it. So, thank you for everything. Like, subscribe, stay safe. See you on the other side. See you in the next video as well.